When was the last time you saw sheep talk, pigs fly, and elephants float in the air? Did you say it's ridiculous and wondered where they got all this crap from? I bet you didn't. The truth is, you have never tried to rationalize a cartoon you ever saw. Ever wondered why that is? Well, something magical happens when we watch cartoons. Psychologists call it the suspension of disbelief. This term was coined in 1817 by the poet and aesthetic philosopher Samuel Taylor. This basically means that audiences are willing to overlook limitations of the medium and even take the burden of filling the gaps for experiencing the animated state and engagement of the mind. Well, that's the reason Superman, Spider-Man, Tom and Jerry or Garfield still have your attention, and you don't burden yourself with rational and reasoning on how Superman is still hiding his identity or how can Spider-Man do all the acrobatics with that mask on. Hi there, welcome to netmantis.com. My name is Arshad and I will get your story animated. Most of the businesses, professionals, trainers and speakers have one thing in common. They want to communicate with their audience, hold on to their attention and convince them to try their ideas, products or solutions. But all of us know that this doesn't come easy. We have more and more distractions around us, and now that's not limited to the drifting minds of our audience. We keep distractions in our pockets as mobile devices and get bombarded with sales and promotion pitches all the time. In short, we have our guards up all the time and we simply turn a blind eye or snap to multiple things as we keep on losing interest and intent to the things that we have at hand. While in the world you may hate absurdity and find it in all the places like a seasoned detective, cartoons just compel you to lower your guard and not let you ask those critical questions you are very fond of. Our grown-up, detail-oriented approach makes it almost impossible for us to see the bigger picture that someone wants to convey. And we have a tendency to get in too much of detail to overwhelm ourselves. Cartoons can in fact let you do the exact opposite, that too in a simpler and cost-effective manner with very high retention rate. Using cartoons adds up a level of abstraction that allows us to ignore petty details and focus on the bigger picture. The biggest problem companies, businesses, and individuals face is putting across a message in simplistic and non-threatening or pushy manner. We don't want to get bombarded on face about the product features. People want to be sold on vision with them in picture reaping immense rewards. This can be extremely difficult to create in a real-life character because it will hit straight on the critique chord and demolish the plot with validity and reason before it can be spun into a complete story. That is much easier and effective to do using a cartoon. In short, cartoons are all about painting the bigger picture and glossing the details. The moment we get a sensory stimulus, our subconscious mind starts discussing it, and a subliminal debate rages in our mind. Cartoons have the power to quickly get into your prospect's head and tap into this subconscious debate. This ultimately helps you establish a dialogue and engage with the customer's thought process. With this, the story is not just registered in our mind, but also lets us to recall that frequently when encountering a similar plot in real life. If you want the viewer to pay attention to logic, use speech. But if you want to trigger emotions, use images. Do I have to mention now that a combination well used can virtually grip the audience? A well animated story of around a minute can do all the work that your unending presentations or reams of documentation can't do. So there you are. Let's get started, shall we? Just click the button below and sign up. You don't have to prepare anything or worry about any details. We provide you with a free consult on how you can use animation in your best interest. So let's get talking.